Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about them Dallas Mavericks lost to the Phoenix Suns 107 to 112. Devin Booker with a nice dagger three to keep them ahead. The Suns go to 44 and 36 and 25 and 16 at home. The Mavericks go to 25 and 55, 10 and 30 on the road. Phoenix, they ended up winning the season series 3-0. They don't play again into next season because the Mavericks are not a play-in or a playoff team. Phoenix won the first quarter 33 to 29, the second quarter 28 to 24. Third quarter was tied 27 to 27, and the Mavericks ended up winning the fourth quarter 27 to 24. They made a late game push to try to win it, but it didn't work out. Chris Middleton, 18 minutes. He had 4 points. You needed more from him because he went 0 of 5 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3. Didn't make a shot besides going 4 of 4 from the free throw line. At least he was able to score. He also gave you 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 turnovers. Not the best game he could have gave you, but he also had 1 personal foul and was a -9 and plus minus. Marvin Bagley, 26 minutes. He ended up getting 20 points. He went 8 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. You're happy that he was able to make the threes. You're happy that he still scored in the paint. You're happy that he still was able to give you 4 offensive rebounds out of 8 total. He also had 2 assists, 2 turnovers and a block, and 2 personal fouls. He ended up being a good quality player that they got basically for nothing. And it's actually good to see him go out here and perform as well as he has, especially as a starter for them right now. He was a -6 and plus minus. Cooper Flag, he took a lot of shots, just didn't do a good job of making them in this one. And he got blocked really nasty by his teammate at Duke. Kaman Malawach, he ate that up. He was going for a dunk and he got blocked. He fell on his bottom after he got blocked. How good of a shot block that was. 11 points for Cooper Flag. He went 4 of 18 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. They did a good job of staying in front of him. They did a good job of loading up on him. He's going to see that because he's obviously a good ball handler and a okay scorer because you got to be able to hit the jumper. You got to be able to hit the 3. If your jumper ain't going and your 3 ain't going, you got to get to the basket or get close to the basket. He's shown signs throughout the season that he can make those shots. He just couldn't get it done tonight, honestly. He did go 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and he had 11 boards, so he finished with a double-double. He also had 6 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and was a +10 and plus minus. Max Christie played 33 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Good scoring from him. He was able to score the wide open threes. He was able to find his teammates sometimes throughout this game too with 2 assists and no turnovers. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 steal and a block. No personal fouls and was a +4 and plus minus. Ryan Nembhard, 32 minutes, 9 points. He went 4 of 9 from the field. He missed his only 3. He went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He was able to get to the basket. He was able to find and dime up his teammates. You have to like that. That's something that he brings to the table every time he plays, and you can count on him to do that. He had 5 boards, 3 personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. Dwight Powell played 16 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field. He missed his only 3. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers in the steal. 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a -15 in plus minus. Tyler Smith, 15 minutes, 3 points. He went 1 of 2 from 3. He had 1 assist, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and he was a -10 in plus minus. Musa scored 11 points in 22 minutes, all by the basket besides going 3 or 4 from the free throw line, but he did finish 4 or 5 from the field, so it was a good idea. And on top of that, he got 9 boards, and 3 of them was offensive. He also had 1 turnover in the block, 1 personal foul, and a +1 and plus minus. John had the hot hand getting to the basket or hitting the 3. Finished 5 of 8 from 3, 8 of 12 from the field, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 23 points. That was game high. He was scoring throughout the entire game, and he even was stepping up in clutch moments. and that's something that you gotta love to see from him. And he was able to come through for him a lot. He had 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers in the block, 4 personal fouls, and was a +8 and plus minus. AJ Johnson, 17 minutes, 4 points. He basically missed everything. He only made one shot from the field after taking 11 of them. He also missed all of his threes. He finished 0-3 from the 3-point line. He even went 2-2 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, no turnover, 1 steal, no personal fouls, and a -11 in plus minus. Um, that is a big difference when you take that amount of shots and they need a majority of those to go in because this game was close. It could have went either way. And when you see a guy take that many and can't really make any of them, that's a big way to end up in a bad situation to not be able to get the win. And then on top of that, Cooper Flag, he didn't make a lot of his shots either. So got to give credit to the Suns for making it uncomfortable and making things difficult for the Mavericks to get. Dylan Brooks had a really good game. He played 33 minutes. He had 28 points. He was taking some tough threes, but he made it look easy. He went 4 or 5 from three. He did go 2 or 4 from the free throw line. He also was getting it done, in by the basket. I call it near to the basket shots, and he went 11 to 22 from the field. He also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers in the steal. And it's fun seeing him put the ball in his hands and let him operate. Move a little bit here, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. But he's making either a shot or he's giving the ball back up or he's relocating for an easier shot. So that's something that's good to see. 1 steal, 1 offensive board, 1 person foul, and +5 and plus minus. Kaman played 30 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field. He missed his only 3. But he did grab 14 rebounds, which was game high. And somebody had to do it, and he said, "I do it." But he also got 3 blocks, and that's what they liked about him. He has the size, he has the athleticism, he has a strong base with his body. So you like the fact that he can be a solid rebounder and rim protector. You just want to see the offense come along a little better in the future. He had 2 personal fouls and was a +11 and plus minus. And then Devin Booker, 37 minutes. He went 13 to 27 from the field. They just had nothing that they can do to stop him. Whatever he wanted to do from paint to mid-range to even knocking down tough threes in clutch moments. He even got to the free throw line and made all of his free throws. 13 to 27 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. He also had 5 rebounds. He also had 9 assists. The 9 assists was the most on the team. And that just shows you how dual threat of Devin Booker can be. Like, this dude can really shake you up. And you always think, oh, we got to stop this, we got to stop that, we got to take this away, we got to take that away. He's finding other ways to beat you still. He had 4 turnovers. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls. He was a +11 and plus minus. Jordan Goodwin, 13 minutes. He had 9 points. He went 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. He did a good job of hitting the wide open looks that they kept finding him with. And that's what he's on the court to do. Obviously, you would like some of the twos to go down, but it didn't work that way in this one. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnover in the steal, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. Jalen Green played 4 minutes. He unfortunately just been out basically the entire season, and he picked the wrong time to go out in this one. But he missed every shot that he took, which ain't a bad thing because he only missed 2, and 1 was a 3. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal foul, was a -1 and plus minus. Royce O'Neal, 23 minutes for him. He had 14 points. That ended up being the most points off the bench. He wants 3. He went 4 of 6 from 3, made a 2, finished 5 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers in a block. 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a -3 and plus minus. Also, Guidaro played 18 minutes. He had 4 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field. He had 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 blocks. The 2 blocks ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 5 personal fouls and was a -6 and plus minus. Obviously, when you're a rim protector, they're going to find a way to trick you. If you fall for it, it's on you. Or you over aggressive, it can happen that way too. Ryan Dunn, 24 minutes. He went 0 of 3 from 3. He missed basically all of them. But he still grabbed 6 boards, 2 assists, 1 still in the block. He also had no personal fouls, and he did get a turnover, but that's a really good game considering the fact they did all them other things. And he also finished as a +10 and plus minus. Rasheer Flemings, 14 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field. He missed his only shot from 3, and that was his only miss besides missing a free throw, but he also made 1, so he finished 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and was a 0 and plus minus. Amir Coffey, 6 minutes. He didn't do anything but finish as a -4 and plus minus and get a turnover. Colin Gillespie gave him 34 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He gave him 13 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. But yeah, wide open threes. He just couldn't make in this one. Finished 1 of 7 from 3. Still helped out on the glass with 7 rebounds. He also had 2 assists and 2 turnovers in the steal. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. And then you look at Bouye. He played 4 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He had 2 assists, good play. He also had no turnovers and a personal foul, and he was a -3 and plus minus. And then 91 field goals taken by the Suns, 89 taken by the Mavericks. Suns shot 46% from the field, 42% is what the Mavericks shot. 40% from 3 for the Suns, 36 for the Mavericks. 82% from the free throw line for the Suns, 17 free throws was attempted by them also. While the Mavericks attempted 22 free throws, they shot 91% from the free throw line. 46 rebounds for the Suns, 43 for the Mavericks. 20 assists for the Suns, 27 for the Mavericks. 10 turnovers for the Suns, 8 for the Mavericks. 5 steals for the Suns, 4 for the Mavericks. 8 blocks for the Suns, 5 for the Mavericks. 12 offensive rebounds for the Suns, 10 for the Mavericks. 34 defensive rebounds for the Suns, 33 for the Mavericks. And then 16 personal fouls for the Suns, 14 for the Mavericks. If you look at it and you say, well, the Suns ended up getting the win. Cooper Flag and those guys, they was working for what they had to get. They took some shots that they feel comfortable with, just didn't make them. The Suns had guys that didn't shoot as well either. But Dylan Brooks stepped up really good in this one, offensively and defensively a little bit too. And then Devin Booker was able to step up when it mattered most and show why he's an all-star, one of the better players in the league still. And he had a really good night, a dominant performance from him. And then his supporting cast chipped in when they could and made some shots and made some plays. And they was able to get a tough win versus the Mavericks. The Mavericks have been a tough team for a lot of other teams. But they struggle with getting quality looks, and they struggle with consistency of generating good looks and also getting stops. When you don't have as much talent, you don't have as many skilled players as you will want as a coach. It can be that way. But this is what they have. This is what they got to play with. They still respect each other. They still trying. They still giving it what they have. It just hasn't been enough to get wins this season. And the nightmare season is almost over since the season is almost over in general. And the Suns are happy because they're in the playoffs possibly. And it sucks that you lose Jalen Green again. But at the end of the day, all you can say is we ain't been able to win without him before. We got to just try to take some games off before the playoffs start. Hopefully we win our playing game. We know Devin Booker going to try to put the team on his back, and he just needs some guys to make some shots and plays like they did in this one and defend, and they got a shot. You know, they might have – we don't really know the extent of what's going to happen with them, but it sucks. We lost him all season. Like, this was supposed to be a guy that was going to develop into being a great player for the Suns, and this has been a complete opposite all season. Other than that, we had to see what happens. And I do want to see some more Cooper as the season continues for the next 2 games. And let's see what he can give us before the season is over. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.